So in this video we will show you how you can set up transmission web server on your Linux machine and access the transmission web portal from any PCs on your local network. Now to access the web portal of transmission, you can use any web browser on your PCs. So let's begin the setup. Okay, so our Linux server is running on virtual machine as you can see. Now let's minimize the window and open the Windows terminal. Connecting to Linux server using SSH. And we're connected to the Linux server. Let's clear the page. Okay, so the first thing we need to install the transmission, and the command is sudo apt-get install transmission-daemon. Enter the password, press Y, and based on your internet connection it might take a few minutes. Okay, so transmission is installed on our system. Now we will check the status for transmission using systemctl. Sudo systemctl status transmission-daemon .service and press enter. And as you can see, transmission is active and running. Now press Q. So the next thing is we need to edit the settings file, and before we do that we need to stop the transmission daemon service. So type sudo systemctl stop transmission-daemon.service. And now we can edit the settings file. To do that, we will open the settings file in nano editor. Type sudo space nano /etc /transmission-daemon /settings.json and press enter. Now in this file we need to make some changes. Scroll down and look for the RPC whitelist. So in this line we need to enter the IP of our network. In our case, we want to access the transmission web portal from any computers on our network. So we will enter 192.168.0.* Now you can also enter the IP for a particular computer so that others cannot access the portal on your network. Now also look for RPC whitelist enabled, which should be true, otherwise you won't be able to access the transmission web portal. Now another thing we need to change, which is umask value. Scroll down and look for the umask. Now the default value for umask is 022 and we will change this value to 000. So it will basically allow us to manipulate with the files that we will download from transmission. So the setup is almost complete. Save the file, press Ctrl X, press Y and press enter. And now we need to start the transmission service, and we will again use systemctl. So the command is systemctl start transmission-daemon.service. We'll simply edit this line and press enter. Enter the password and the transmission has started. And now we can access the transmission web portal from any web browser. So let's open any web browser and type http and enter the IP for your Linux system, in our case which is 192.168.0.105, and after that colon and enter the port number for transmission, which is 9091, and press enter. Okay, so it's asking for the username and password. So the default username is transmission and default password is transmission, and press enter. So now you can see we are on the transmission web portal Okay, so now let's add some file, and for this purpose we will download Linux Mint. So on the torrent link, right click and copy the link address. On the transmission web portal, click on this plus icon and paste the link here, and now click on add. So as you can see, it is downloading Linux Mint ISO file. So that was it. We hope you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.